Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here's a new video for you all, and in today's video we're gonna get little crafty and we're gonna do this beautiful DIY traditional hangings. And the first one is a Hamsa and the second one is a beautiful hanging of fish, little fishes. So just stick with me for the whole video to know how to do this. Okay, the first of all what you guys need, so for this the very first thing is the air dry clay and some acrylic paint, cutter, wool thread and some butter paper. So first I'm gonna take some butter paper and my rolling pin, whatever that you have at your home, and put the clay onto the butter paper, and then just roll it like your roti that you do at your home. Just make sure there shouldn't be any cracks or any folds in there. Just do it 2-3 times, you will get a hang of it. It took me a while to make it look smooth like this, so I just wanted to make hamsa, so in shape of my hand, like I'm just doing this to know the size of the hand. So this will look something like this, and then when you'll draw your rough sketch onto the paper you need to cut it, and then you can place it on top of the in the clay that we have already rolled out. So what you need to do here is you need a cutter, place it on top of the clay firmly with your hands, and then cut onto the clay like this, and it will cut super easily. It was super satisfying to cut and a super easy way to do this. So when you'll cut it, you just remove the extra clay from it, and then you can use that one again for your next DIY. And for this I'm just taking some little water on my hand and smoothing the edges. So this is the stage when you can do any kind of holes in onto your this design. So because it's still not dried, so you can do whatever you want at this stage, and then later on you need to keep it drying for some time. So for the eye, I'm again making the eye onto the paper, and just for a little sample how much bigger I need to roll out the clay, and then take some glue and then stick it onto your hamsa or the hand like this. And then voila, you need to wait it like at least overnight to let it completely dry out. And when it will dry, you can move on to the next stage. Dried now, so we can move on to the coloring stage. So now I'm choosing some very bright neon kind of colors. So the coloring you can do as per your own house decor or whatever you want to match it with. So I wanted to give it a very bright neon kind of look to the hamsa. So that's why I'm choosing this color, and I think these are looking much better. It will look much better on a white wall, so that's why these bright colors. Okay, so let's finish the coloring, and then we will move on to the next stage, which is to mark it with a black marker. So I used a black paint marker to border the whole Hamsa. It will just pop the whole colors, and it will make it look much prettier and eye-catching. So that's the whole look of our Hamsa. You can still do some changes here and there if you want to do some kind of design on top of it. You can do that. Otherwise you can move on to the next stage, that is to make some hangings there. So I already made some tassels, and if you guys don't know how to make it, I'll just show you a very quick one. So the color scheme you can choose according to whatever colors that you've already used in the painting of the clay. So I'm choosing some blue, pink and some yellow here. So what you need to do here is you need to fold it like something like this, and then you need to tie this out with the thread alone from one side, some, and then just make sure to do it tightly so that it won't lose the threads from here. And then again take this thing, and then now tie this again from the top part of this thread. Hold it together like this, and then when it's done you can just cut it simply from the down part, and you have your tassel. You can just do some snipping of some threads here and there if you don't like the the length, whatever. And so this is what it looks like. I added few pearls and some moti, what you call pearls, right? So I added few of them here. You can also choose to add more smaller beads and some nice mirror onto this. It will look much prettier. I think it's looking so cute and so bright and pretty, and this will add on to your decor and your home will look super cute. So do try this, guys. And now let's move on to the second DIY for today. So the same thing again, I'm again taking some clay onto the butter paper and rolling it into a smooth texture. Just make sure to get a little bit thicker, clear than mine. So this was the only thing I regretted later, because my the fishes were little thinner, but I wanted to make it big, little bit thick, but I finished my clay actually. So just make sure your clay need to be a little bit thicker, and then again the same process, you need to draw it onto the paper and then use that to make some cuttings like this and into onto the different shapes, bigger, smaller like that. And then you need to color them according to your own personal choice. And before doing that, make sure to make some holes onto the clay at this stage when it's still soft and not dried out. Once it dries out, it will become super difficult for you to make holes in it. So make sure you do it on this stage. So now I will now it's dried. So now I can do my painting onto my fishes. Again, I'm choosing the same kind of color scheme here, some neon colors that I have from the flash paint. So if you want these, I will put a link below for you guys. And some from Fevicryl. So these are some different blue, nice green, orange, pink. So, all the bright neon kind of colors, the eye-catching colors I'm using here, the same kind of color scheme that I have used in my Hamsa. So again the same color. So let's just finish the coloring, do some border lines with the black pen, and it will look super gorgeous. You need to see the end result. It's super pretty. Okay guys, so now I have painted all my little fishes, so now it's time to add the thread in them and just some little beads or tassel that you have. I had very few beads with me, and so that's why my thread looks little empty. But if you have those, just please make sure to add it everywhere in the thread so that the that you can't see even the thread. Okay, and I'm sure that will just add on to its beauty and it will look super super gorgeous. So these are the two things that we did today guys. Just make sure to tell me in the comment section which one is your favorite and which one will you guys will for sure try. And if you do, please don't forget to share the pictures with me on my Instagram. And if you're not following me, do follow me on my Instagram as well. I'll put a link here for my Instagram as well. So that's it for you today guys. Make sure to give me a huge thumbs up if you liked my video. Till then, bye bye, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.